Do you go to many networking events and these types of things?
I do.
Do you like them?
No, I hate them.
Dylan likes them.
I hate them actually. I just got back from 4 days in Munich at an air cargo conference where I'm the youngest one.
That sounds exciting.
Right, but what you're doing is you're creating surface area for yourself, and honestly, when you go to these things, 80% of the time, like nothing happens. It's a complete waste of time. But actually, more like 90%. But the 1% of the time is when it makes it all worth it.
I feel the same with networking events. I hate them. I feel like 80-90% of the time is completely not pointless, but the chance of you meeting the right person or someone that's relevant to you if you're just going to a normal like business networking event is so slim. I get the vibe in the sense that you're all about like expanding the surface area of opportunity, but I would imagine you seem like the kind of person who's also very strict about like time management. I could be wrong there, but like, are you trying to focus on, okay, how do I make sure this conference or this event has opportunity? Like, how do you think about that?
Again, it's frequency of failure. Like if you're going to invest 4 days at this thing, like you have to go in, like I go in with a lot of prep. I scrape the list of all the attendees, you build your short list. You know, you are going in and like a full head force and you're talking to those people. I think where I get irritated is when I go to these things and I see like a startup that buys a booth and they just sit there. You're not creating surface level for yourself, right? And again, I've heavily optimized this process over the years. I think one of the most frustrating parts about these like conferences and stuff is that they're quite expensive and they're quite big. What we started doing, our little hack is, for example, for an airline conference, we chartered a yacht, and we figured out that the 20 airlines that we wanted to talk to, and we invited them onto the yacht.
Yeah.
So essentially, you are now bringing the conference to you, right?
Yeah.
And now all of a sudden, you can get in 3 hours, you can get the entire 4-day experience, like in. And they're stuck on a yacht too, so they have to be at a certain time, and they're trapped on a boat with me, so like they have to talk to me, right?
Like the last couple of events that I've been to or done has been the same approach, not with the yacht, but like I've organized dinners, for example.
Cheapskate.
yeah, my budgets aren't yacht level.
No, honestly, no. Look, I did the last one that I did. I had to do it on a low budget. We did like tacos next to the conference, right?
Yeah.
But I think. Like these C-level suites, these VIP, they actually don't care.
The last one I did was I had 10 either VPs of growth or CMOs at SaaS companies, and we framed it as like a dinner and a marketing roundtable.
Yeah.
And so it was like, for them, it was great because they got to speak to other marketers at SaaS companies at the same stage as them. And the rule was like, each of us has to bring and share one thing that's actually working well for us right now. And it's like, I got the benefit of, I get to meet and talk to all of those people and build a connection with them, but I'm also the connector of those people. And I found I will now only go to an event. Like I hate events.
Yeah.
But so I will only go to them if I can organize something like that, or if the event has one of those event apps where you can book meetings, and I will only go if I've already booked a certain number of like meetings before the event starts.
So that's another hack that I do. So sometimes I have no intention of going to the thing, but I'll like send out like 20 or 30 feelers, and then like if a certain number do, I'll go.
Yeah.
And then if they don't, I just say, oh, sorry, I couldn't make it.
Couldn't make it. Something came up.
But let's chat.
Yeah.
The other hack to add on top of that is the last time I did it with the taco thing, like I got AWS to pay for they picked up the tab.
Nice.
Oh, nice.
Right. So if you think about like your CMO thing, like you go to like AppsFlyer and you're basically serving their BD CMOs on a platter, right?
Yeah.
So you basically just get someone else to
do
pay for your marketing.
Yeah. There's a whole layers of like sequencing on this thing, right?
But again, it's like it shows the importance of connections, right? Because it's like, think about this. I don't know, but the event you're at this week or last week, you probably during those 4 days met, I don't know how many people, but I would imagine hundreds of people. How many of those conversations do you actually like deeply remember the exact people and their names versus the people that were on the yacht with you? You probably remember all of them, right?
So I'm definitely like hyper disciplined on like my CRM maintenance.
Yeah.
So like after every conversation, like I'm popping in notes. Now with all the tools that are available, it becomes a lot easier. But I think being super disciplined on like your CRM stuff is key to that.
Hey, if you enjoy that clip, you're going to love the full episode of Winning Friends. Check it out in the link below.